Staging, what is it and why do you want it? Thea and Steve here talking about staging, and there's been a lot of changes that have happened lately in our market relative to staging. You know, for the longest time, I wasn't recommending staging to any of my listing clients because frankly, they just didn't need to do it. But now that the market has changed, we absolutely have had a change in thought process on staging and why we're recommending to every single seller who has a vacant home or a minimally staged home or a poorly occupied home, maybe with that 70s furniture that's still in there, maybe even some shag carpet or something, but why you want to have a professional stager. A lot of sellers say, but Steve, that costs me money. It is an investment, not a cost. That's how we look at it. And we have some really great examples as to why sellers were excited to have to pay for staging and why it turned out so well for them. So Thea, as you're talking to buyers and you're walking them through a house that is completely vacant and no one is living there, what is the feel and the vibe that you have your buyers kind of talk to you about as they're going through the house, and how does it make you feel?
So with vacant homes, it doesn't feel like a home. It feels like you're walking through more of kind of a cold environment. And when we are walking through vacant homes, we're discussing where furniture is going to be placed, where it would fit, where it would look good for it to work for their family and what they're looking for. So when a home is staged and we're walking through with buyers, it really helps the buyers get a better idea of what their life will look like in that home. It makes it feel very cozy and really helps their thought process when walking through and hopefully writing an offer to call it their home someday.
Absolutely. And think about it this way. Builders, if you want to have an idea of what a staged home should look like, go to a builder's model. Builders are in the business of making money. They're in the business of getting as much bottom line profit as they can for their shareholders and their investors. Do you think that they would voluntarily pay for a stager to professionally decorate and stage their model homes if it didn't pay out for them? Of course not. They invest literally millions of dollars staging their spec homes and their models because they know it works and they know it sells. So if it works for them, it absolutely works for you. Two quick examples that we've had recently. We had one house in Carmel that was on the market for 30 days. We had over 50 showings and no offers. As soon as we had it professionally staged, we got an offer that was close to asking price within 5 days. A second home that we had, almost the exact same situation. Seller didn't want to pay the money to stage it. It was on the market for 3 weeks. We had almost 30 showings, no offers. Within 3 days, we had an almost full list offer from a buyer, and we ended up just closing both of these very recently. Staging works. You are creating an environment that a buyer feels comfortable and excited about, because at the end of the day, remember this, buyers buy with emotion and they justify with logic. If you are not creating an environment that is a positive emotional environment, the buyers aren't going to feel emotionally connected and are not going to feel as compelled to write an offer on the house. Staging works. So next time you're thinking about putting your house on the market, think about having it professionally staged. It is not a cost. It's an investment, and it is something that you will absolutely recoup at the end when you are collecting your paycheck from the title company. Thanks so much for listening. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that we can share more of our information with you and other people that might be looking for it. Thanks for listening.
See you next time.